Welcome back, and it's now time to go through the rest of the indies, going to start with results from ECWA from March the 1st. Now, this is a pretty weird thing, so I'm going to stay with it as best as I can. The opening match saw Robert Shields and Tommy Trouble defeat JJ the Crew Guy, Mike Reed, and Glenn Osborne and Mega. And then Travis Blake and Chase Del Monte defeated the Valedictorians and the Chick Magnets. So those two teams would meet later on against the tag team champions for the belts. And then the Mid-Atlantic ride, there were two of them. The two winners would face off for the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight title. Those two happened to be Ace Darling and JJ Cruz. And then the almost 850-pound Nigerian Nightmares defeated the heavyweights. JJ Cruz defeated Ace Darling to win the vacant Mid-Atlantic heavyweight title. The Logans successfully defended the tag gold against Robert Shields and Tommy Trouble and the team of Chase Del Monte and Travis Blake. Freak Nasty defeated Prince Nana for ownership of ECWA, and Scott Wright defeated Aiden Chambers to become the new ECWA heavyweight champion. Sounds like a very fun time. And the next show that they got, which is April the 5th, which of course I'll cover next week, sees the return of the Human Tornado. And I gotta say, Human Tornado, when he was at Super 8, was so over. IWA's 500th show was also on March the 1st. Here's the results. Dingo defeated Chris Abel. Chris Chambers defeated Jack O'Neill, Brian Skyline, Ethan Page, and Buzz Jones. Toby Klein defeated Davey Richards. Jimmy Jacobs defeated BJ Wimmer in an I Quit match. The ending, I just can't say, it's too graphic. Ash won the TLC match, which means he gets a guaranteed title shot and a title of his choice. Blackout, Ricky Reyes, and Joker defeated the Iron Saints to become the new IWA Mid-South Tag Team Champions. Vulgar Display of Power defeated some students from Elite Pro Wrestling, and then they defeated Mean Mitch Page and Roland Hard. Michael Elgin became the first ever IWA Mid-South Strong Style Champion, defeating Drake Younger, Roderick Strong, and Viking. And then this interesting match, the Conflict of Interest, where the winning team got a respective title shots, which saw Insane Lane and Jason Hades win the match, which they defeated Josh Abercrombie and Corporal Robinson, Tank and Lucky, Freak Show and Christian Haim, and Dysfunction and Troy Walters. Eddie Kingston defeated Scorpio to successfully stay the IWA Mid-South Heavyweight Champion, and Danny Havoc defeated the Necro Butcher and Insane Lane to become the new Deathmatch Champion. Now, an interesting thing here was Insane Lane decided to use his title shot, the Deathmatch title, later in the night instead of waiting another time. Now for the shows coming up. Starts tonight. Hold on one second. It starts tonight with Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. The show is Scared Straight. The main event sees the Human Tornado defend the PWG title against Jack Evans. Scott Lost and Joey Ryan, the Dynasty, defend the PWG tag team titles against Jay and Mark, the Briscoe brothers. Claudio Castagnoli faces Roderick Strong. Eddie Kingston faces the Necro Butcher. And it's the finale of the DDT4 qualifying round robin series. Very interesting situation, which I'll cut down to in a minute. Los Luchas, Phoenix Star, and Zocre face the Young Bucks of Matt and Nick Jackson. And Hook Bomberry and TJ Perkins to face Ronan and Scorpio Sky. Now, here's the catch. If one match has a winner and the other match ends in a draw, then the team that won goes to the tournament. However, if there are two winners, they will compete March the 21st to ultimately decide who goes into the tournament. Other shows coming up this weekend. AAW's 4th anniversary show. The main event is the Final Four match for the heavyweight title. Jerry Lynn, Josh Abercrombie, Austin Aries, and the fourth opponent will be determined from the winner of the King of the Hill Battle Royal. The tag gold is on the line. The North Star Express faces Zach Gowen and Crotch. A Bourbon Street fight sees Ryan Boz face Dan Lawrence. Eric Priest against Keith Walker. Tag action sees Adrenaline Overdose, Bryce Benjamin and Shane Hollister against Danny Daniels and Merrick Brave. And Chandler McClure returns to the ring after a 7-month injury, plus Tyler Black, Eric Cannon, Valerie Malone, Phoenix Twins, Trick Davis, Absolute Answer, Derek St. Holmes, and Hunter Matthews. CZW has a show tomorrow night. Lights, Camera, CZW. The main event is now a three-way for the CZW Heavyweight title. Nick Gage defends the title against Drake Younger and Ruckus. Brain Damage defends the Iron Man title against Insane Lane. Danny Havoc has to run through the ultra-violent gauntlet. One of the men he has to face is the Necro Butcher. Dustin Lee and Scotty Vortex defend the CZW Tag Team titles against Team Andrew, Andy Sumner, and Drew Gulak. Joker faces Vordell Walker. Wax against DJ Hyde. Two Girls, One Cup, Greg Excellent and Beef Wellington face 2.0. Jagged and Shane Matthews. And Pinky Sanchez against Spiral BKNY. Jersey O Pro has a show tomorrow night. Cage Fury 08, the main event for the Jersey O Pro Tag Team titles. It's LAX, Homicide, and Hernandez against Teddy Hart and Samoa Joe. Arcadia defends the New Jersey State title against Grim Reaper. Heavy hitters Havoc and Mac face the blackout of Eddie Kingston and Slick Wagner Brown. Low Key will appear. Frankie Kazarian faces Delirious, Danny Demento against Xavier, and Bandito Jr. against Ryan McBride. Full Impact Pro, their next show, Unfinished Business 08 in Crystal River, Florida. No card announced. And finally, March the 28th, UWA Wrestling. Josh Prohibition defends the Canadian title against Josh Abercrombie and Claudio Castagnoli against Matt Cross. Phew. That is a look at the Indies, Japan, and what else is coming up next week. Right after.